Okay, deep breath. It's February 2026. The final countdown for the biggest sporting event on the entire planet has officially begun. And trust me, with so many changes this time around, this is your essential briefing for what's about to happen.
You might think you've got the basics down, right? But this isn't just any World Cup. Oh no, it's bigger, it's way bolder, and it's spread across an entire continent. There are little details that can literally make or break your experience. So let's get you truly prepared.
First things first, let's tackle the most pressing stuff. You know, the things you absolutely need to sort out right now, before it's completely too late. This is it, the number one question on everybody's mind. You've been saving up, you've probably already booked the time off work, but can you actually get into a stadium? Okay, the short answer is yes, you can, but you have got to be smart about it. Look, the main portal, it's pretty much sold out for the big games. Your best bet, by far, is the official FIFA resale platform. Now, listen up, because this is a critical warning. FIFA is cracking down hard on authorized resellers. Seriously, if your ticket doesn't match your digital ID on the official app, you will be turned away at the gate. Do not risk it.
So, are you planning to follow your team across North America? Remember, this whole tournament spans 3 different countries. You can't just assume one visa covers everything. Let's say your team plays in Vancouver and then their next game is in Seattle. Boom, you're crossing an international border. You have to check the requirements for the US, for Canada, and for Mexico. And a word to the wise, wait times for US visas can be super long, so please get this sorted out immediately.
Believe it or not, even this close to kickoff, the full 48-team roster isn't even set. I'm not kidding, there are still 4 empty slots in the schedule just waiting to be filled. Who are they?
Well, the final pieces of the puzzle are going to fall into place next month in March with the European playoffs. This is where we're going to see some absolute giants, including former champions Italy, literally fighting for their tournament lives. Once those 4 teams are decided, that's it. The entire 104-match schedule will finally be set in stone.
All right, now that we've covered the urgent stuff, let's get into how the tournament itself is changing. Because this is not the World Cup your parents grew up with. Not even close. 48. That is the magic number. Let that sink in. For the first time ever, 48 teams will compete for the trophy. That's up from the 32 we've been used to for decades. And this one change, it changes everything.
So how on earth does a 48-team tournament even work? Okay, you've got 12 groups. The top 2 teams from each group go through automatically. Simple enough. But here's the wild twist. The 8 best third-place teams also advance. Yeah, that means a team could potentially lose 2 games, win 1, and still scrape through to the knockout round. It makes goal difference more crucial than ever, and it absolutely promises drama right until the final whistle of the group stage.
Now, since the draw happened back in December, we can finally look at where the early fireworks are going to be. More teams means more groups, and let me tell you, some of them are absolutely brutal.
You want to talk about a group of death? Look no further than Group I. You have France, led by the one and only Kylian Mbappé. You have the champions of Africa, Senegal. And you have Norway, featuring the goal-scoring machine, Erling Haaland. And only 2 are guaranteed to advance. Wow. This is just a perfect example of the new dynamic. With this level of competition packed into one group, a global superstar and their entire nation could be packing their bags and heading home after just 3 games. The stakes are just immense from day one.
And there's just intrigue everywhere you look. I mean, take Group L. You've got the perennial contenders England facing their familiar rivals Croatia, plus a very dangerous Ghana side, and the super-spirited underdogs from Panama. Every single match has a killer storyline.
Okay, let's zoom out for a second. Hosting a tournament across an entire continent, it's a monumental undertaking. It brings both incredible opportunities and, yeah, some massive challenges. So you can see right away, the United States is really the primary host, with 11 of the 16 host cities. Mexico will host in 3 cities, including that historic opening match in Mexico City, while Canada has 2 host cities. For the US, the positives are huge. We're talking a projected $17 billion economic boost and a massive chance to solidify soccer as a top-tier sport. But there are real concerns. Experts point to something called transit shame, basically a lack of good public transport in really car-centric cities like Dallas or Houston,
And the sheer distances, a flight from Seattle to Miami, that means travel fatigue for players and fans is going to be a major, major factor.
All right, we've covered the logistics, we've covered the new format. So now for the big question. Who is actually going to win this thing?
The early betting odds have Spain right at the top. As the reigning European champions with an electric young squad, they are definitely the team to beat. Right behind them, you've got France, who, let's be honest, arguably have the most talent on paper, and of course the defending champs Argentina, though the whole world is waiting to see if Lionel Messi will play one last time. And hey, don't sleep on the dark horses. The USA has a huge home field advantage, and England, well, they just have a habit of making deep runs in these tournaments.
So, get your calendars out. The final 4 teams qualify next month. The tournament officially kicks off on June 11th at the legendary Estadio Azteca. The USA plays its opener in Los Angeles on June 12th, and it all culminates on July 19th when the new world champion will be crowned in New York/New Jersey. Look, this is so much more than just another tournament. It's a brand new era for the World Cup. It's bigger, it's more inclusive, and it is way more unpredictable than ever before. The only question left is, who is going to rise to the occasion and write the next chapter of football history?